You can hear me good, right?
Yes.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Coconut Connection. I'm your host, G, and fly like an eagle.
Hello. I'm Jade. And as you can see from my manicure, I'm feeling my shade.
Oh, do you have shade for us?
No, shade. Jade.
Jade, yeah, jade green. We just did it was a new moon in Taurus.
Yes. Friday.
So it's all about abundance.
That's
And
right.
get that money, honey. Get that
This is
money,
our
honey.
year. The big signs. We're gonna have a good year from now to the 2024 May. So let's make the best of
Mm,
it.
right. So let's start with our highs and lows. And let's see. This is episode 102. I just wanted to memorialize that.
Crazy.
So my low is that there's 3 more weeks of hell at work.
Ooh.
Hell on
The
wheels.
sprint. It's the end of the year sprint.
It's a sprint, and it feels like a sprint and a marathon at the same time. So it's like, oh my gosh, I only have 3 weeks to do like a laundry list of things. Oh, and also teach.
Ugh.
Not just all the laundry list of things, but the teaching, like that, or just keeping the kids entertained. Like, yeah, I think I have them for maybe 1 more week. And after that, they're just gonna lose their mind. They know it's gonna be
Right?
summer break. Like it's gonna be like almost like daycare. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to keep them happy, you
I
know?
can't even imagine the shift that happens, but I know it does. Like right before Christmas and then right before summer, it's like they
Yes.
go into this, they don't even care anymore. It's like, let's have fun.
Yeah. So yeah. And I think because of the weather here in LA or Southern California has been relatively cold. I think it's kind of keeping them at bay, and it's been raining a lot. Da, da, da. It's usually like around this time when the sun's out and
Yeah.
like the birds are singing, everything. People lose their mind.
You have me in your class? You have me in there?
Like we used
With
to have
this.
blusterly winds like around, I don't know, April-ish, May. And it's like you would have thought that we were having a tornado. Like kids, there's something about wind and Southern Cali kids, they just lose their minds.
I'm
Like
one of
they
them, so
just
I
think it's
know.
yeah, they're just like, "Ah, yeah, it's
Life
like
is so
forget
great.
full moon, forget full moon. I don't even
You
count
know.
that anymore.
Let's see. Milo is, I'm saying goodbye to the job that I took about a year and a half ago. And I'm
Mm,
kind of sad to be saying goodbye to the connections, that I made and
yeah.
all the time that I wanted to take off this year for like the big year. I was like, yeah, I'm going to travel. I'm going to do this. Nope. All on hold now because I'm
Oh
starting a
yeah.
new job, but that ain't going to stop me. But yes, that is my low.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I could see that. I'm kind of feeling like a grief moment as well. Um, you gotta hear about it on the other podcast after this. So
Yeah.
well, my high is drum roll. It's 3 more weeks.
Yeah. The double-edged
So
sword.
it's my high Emily.
Uh,
So yeah, you're feeling it like, oh, the possibilities and like just be a person and like no deadlines and
freedom, like time
freedom
off,
and yeah,
travel.
yeah, time off to be myself and yeah, just do anything. So that is my high, but I have to get through the gauntlet of like all the things that we have to jump through, which is like
Yes.
hoops that are on fire. That's what I feel like. Um and the kids are feeling it too. Like, well, I because I at one point I just told them I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out, and so we went on a field trip, and one of my students was like, Miss Spiller, because I've been trying to get them to call me by my name. Like, hello, it's been 160 something days. I think you know my name by now. But like, he's like, you're a fun teacher when you relax.
Oh.
When you relax. I didn't know if it was a compliment or advice or I just kind of walked away. I was like, what? You don't know what I have to go to get to this place. So yeah, it's like countdown, but so many things that have to be done that I don't even know if I can get it done.
Of course, you can't even do
I
it.
can't
20
do
something
it.
years,
Yeah,
girl. You got
yeah.
this. Come on, you got this.
All right.
Well,
Anyway.
for me, even though I'm upending my whole life to, start a new job and
Oh
other things,
yes.
I turned the big 50
Woo!
recently.
Welcome to the
So I
club.
know I'm up there. So it's been really fun. I mean, it's exciting and I plan to celebrate all year. So even though there's a little hiccup
Yes.
here, it's not going to stop
It's the
me.
beginning. It's
It
not,
is.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the beginning.
It's the
So,
beginning. And yeah, and that's our topic for today, talking about birthdays and birthdays of past and like present. So
ghosts
let's
of
go back
Christmas past.
into the past.
Ooh, the past. Boo. Who is she? I don't even know her. I don't even know her.
I know time keeps on slipping going into the future. I know, but let's go to the past for a little bit. So birthdays. So birthdays is a big thing in our household. Um, we, Johnny always takes my birthday off. Like it's a big deal. Like ever since we were dating. It's always been a big deal in our families,
Oh,
obviously, but like, that always looks different now, as we're
yes.
old but we still look forward to our birthdays and it's not even about the gifts anymore. Like, I'm like, what do you want for we're all like nothing.
Mhm.
It's just that we just like the time together. Like I have the day off on my birthday. He'll take the day off. And then, we'll obviously celebrate, his birthday. And Johnny's big on phone calls and like it really matters to him, like really matters. Because it's amazing he remembers people's birthdays. Like he can't remember that I told him that I stopped therapy, but he'll remember everybody's birthdays. Like,
Well, he kind of forgot. When we were talking weeks ago, he's like, "Well, when's
mm.
your birthday again?" And he told me, and I go, "Oh, I'm hurt. You're off the island now.
he,
You're off the
he was
island."
lying. I know. I was like, oh my God, you are so, you. I
No,
don't
but
know
I
why
love
he
him.
said,
I
no, but
love
I don't know why
him.
he said that because he knows. And I was like, God, that was so rude. He's like, what's your birthday again? I'm like, are you serious? God, but he knows like just random people's birthdays, like people that like he probably won't even call for the birthday, but like he will remember. So
Yeah, yeah,
um so yeah, I've celebrated with my friends, with my family, or I've been on trips where it's just me and him.
yeah.
I'm recently doing. So what are some different ways that you've celebrated?
Ooh, well, we remember we used to do karaoke get-togethers with
Yeah,
friends.
those were
Those are
fun.
fun. We used to have house parties, right? House with the family. We've done that.
Mhm.
I've done it where, it's just with my immediate family,
Mhm.
husband and the kids or the ex. And sometimes it's by myself, sometimes it's by myself. And I feel like it's been growth that like I don't now. I mean, because you remember how I used to be. Oh my God, birthdays are like, oh my God, it's a big thing. But you know what? I
Mhm.
I don't need to celebrate big and loud to celebrate. Like I can celebrate in many ways.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I've come to like terms with is, you know, yes, even though I'm be alone sometimes, it's okay because I'm celebrating another day of life. Like I'm doing what I want to do in that
Yeah.
moment,
Yeah.
enjoying.
Like I have to say, like people, there's some people that I know that dread their birthdays. It's just like
Yes.
another day of getting older, and I still haven't got to that point. Like I
Yeah.
just
I
I
hope we never get there.
I don't share a birthday with anybody. Like I
Yeah.
don't have a birthday buddy except for like Vivica A. Fox. Like, of course, we have the same birthday. Um, And there was somebody else that I recently found out. I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes perfect sense. But um, so I think I haven't never got to, I guess because I know that that's my day. Like
Yes.
that actual day is for me. Like nobody else has that day in my circle. It's special to me. And it is a type to me. I always I look forward to it. Like I even thought of maybe I'm gonna just stop counting now. I'm just gonna be like that person that doesn't remember how. I
Oh, I
mean,
love that.
I stopped counting after maybe like 25.
Yeah.
And like I started to be like, oh, how old? Like I don't even know how old my brothers are because I have to remember my birthday to remember their age. And so like I always have to ask Johnny, like, how old are my brothers? Because I just completely wipe it off my brain. Although this year I made it be known that I'm 50, like to everybody. So I think I want to stop here. Like I want to stop here and be like,
Yeah.
I'll have to do the calculations if somebody asks me. But I'm like, I don't know. Like my grandmother used to be her famous saying to everybody was age ain't nothing but a number. Like she always used to say that. And she lived to 103. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to live that long, but like I just feel like that's true. At one point, it doesn't, it's time and space. That's not what it's not linear and like it's not what you think it is.
True, true. I have to say, it was very cute. The attorney that I work for, she loves to decorate and do all those things. And before she left, before my birthday, she had to go to some conference. She actually decorated my space. She put up this big sign that was like I mean, a huge banner. And it
Oh,
was
that's
cute because
so
I
cool.
like that. I love being celebrated. But
That's so cool.
the joke I would tell people is she bought the wrong banner. It's supposed to be 30th, you know? That was the joke. And people would come by and be like, "Oh my God, you don't even look like, are you serious? Is this a joke?" I'm like,
Mm.
"No, no, I really am, but you're right. It's just I think like you, it's gonna be I'm not even gonna remember after this. 60 will be the next one,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
decade.
if I remember,
Yeah.
like, well, speaking of like, it's funny how you brought up work because as a kid and as now, I've never celebrated my birthday at school. So usually students don't know when my birthday is. They know
Oh.
I put it on the like we do a whole like birthday like chart or whatever. Because I secretly want to know everybody's signs. That's why
Yeah,
I
me too.
asked it.
Me too. Me
I want to see what
too.
like I had one year that I had a whole bunch of Tauruses and Aries. Like it was so fun. But uh yeah, so I have this like small little resentment, like because I'm sensitive, right? So
Mhm.
I'm sensitive about I have hurt feelings all the time. So like I never celebrate nobody's ever celebrated my birthday. Like my workmates have never celebrated my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, never?
Not even my close like colleagues, except
Wow.
maybe one because only because our birthdays are right next to each other too. So we usually celebrate it, together. But yeah, like I know that sounds so immature, but like I'm like, oh, I wish somebody would bring me a cake or, like say, let's celebrate my birthday. Like that's the only thing. That's the only thing that I have to complain about. I don't have that many things to complain about. So that's why I'm like, it's just because you're not at work. And that's great. You never have to
Yeah.
call in for your birthday. Like, you know what I mean? Like you are off for your whole month.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just have a little like a little like thorn in my heart for like, people don't know when my birthday is. So yeah, but the good thing is I don't have to work that day.
Nice.
So that's kind of
Nice.
nice. Like I don't even know what that's like when they like
Well,
they
you know
buy
what? I have to
clothes for
say,
you
I
at
didn't.
work, they
I
decorate your cubicle. I don't know what the
I
heck
did.
they do.
That was the first time. I will tell you that
What?
is rare. No, that is rare because this
Really?
woman,
I thought
yeah,
everybody does that.
no, no, they did it here in this office, but this is the first time they did it for me because I'm working with a woman, and of course, women remember these things, right? A man would
Ah,
never like decorate your fucking space and
you
be like,
have
"Happy
to tell them.
birthday." Yes. So this was the first time, the first year that the first 2 years that I've been celebrated, and it's been really nice. Like, but I'm not going to expect that, throughout. I think I just have to learn to celebrate myself and, buy my own flowers, right? Like send myself
Right.
flowers and do all that. Cause really I need to love myself the way I love other people, right? So there you go.
Well, dang, that was like a slap in my face.
I know. See, just don't feel bad. Don't
Like,
feel
stop
bad.
crying. You
Don't
got
feel
the day off.
bad.
You see the kids and the moms bring the cupcakes and you like get happy birthday in your class and all that stuff. And I see my colleagues get flowers on their birthday from their
Mm,
students. But that's a very small complaint. Like I generally
yeah.
like my birthday. So I want to talk about what were some memorable special birthdays that stood out to you. And this is not a competition. I was thinking
No,
to myself,
no, you
I was
first
just thinking
because
down. I'm like, oh no, what if like it's like I'm not trying to brag, but I do have some memorable birthdays. Like
that's awesome. First of all, you have an excellent memory. You know that I can't even remember what the hell I had for breakfast this morning. Okay. But it is hard because I have short-term memory, not short, just,
oh,
I think I just, I don't, the things that I remember is
what
weird.
you need to wait a minute, hold on, let's rewind. We need to sell this 5-0 better. Like now I'm sure to remember. I don't remember things. Like you are not geriatric yet. I'm older than you.
Well, okay. The one I have to say, if I'm going to talk about memorable, I always talk about like when I became 40, right? Like I think 40
Yes.
just
40 was like your like milestone birthday that you're like everything is gonna change.
yes,
But you
yes.
know what? You said that about 30 too.
No,
You said
I
that about
did.
30?
No, I don't hear you. I don't
I
believe.
have a good memory, remember?
No.
Things are just gonna
Cut,
click at 30. You're just gonna know
rewind,
things.
edit. No, but 40, like for me, I think because, like we talked about growing up, I always felt like 40 was the magical number that everything was going to be great, calm, and peaceful. And I feel like when I turned 40, I did feel like mentally, it must have been mental. Like I felt more at peace, or maybe I felt
Okay.
calm. That was just mental though, right? Because I've been through a lot of shit since then too. But
Yeah.
I feel like 40 was the number that I was trying to hit ever since I was a kid, or when we've celebrated together, like when we've done karaoke or we've done like any of those things together, celebrating, those are always memorable to me. But, I think every year I try to celebrate. So I can't, it's so hard to pick, maybe when I was, no, not even that. No, I'm
Oh
trying
god.
to have, I have, I know,
Edit.
wah,
No.
wah,
I
wah,
can't
wah.
remember that. Too old. No, no.
Exactly.
Well,
So you please, because
okay. Like I said, this is not the segment where G just brags about how great her life is. So there's certain ones like I just put them down really quickly without really thinking about them, but it just stuck out. So my top 5, I think, was my 16th birthday surprise. I didn't have a 16th birthday. I didn't have a sweet 16. It was a surprise. My friends, 2 of my friends and my cousin came over with balloons and they came over and I was like, I remember the outfit I wore.
oh,
My hair happened to come out good that day. It was like perfect because people gotta take pictures during your birthday. I was like,
yes.
okay, I was wearing a Lakers shirt with khaki shorts, and my hair just happened to be done that day. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't believe. I don't know what we did. We might have gone to the mall. I don't understand. I don't remember. But what I do remember is that we went out to eat. Actually, no, it's 3 of my friends. And then we went to eat, and then for the gift part, my cousin and my brother had like given me this really big poster, like huge poster of Johnny Depp. And it was
Oh.
mounted.
Oh,
And it was from Glendale Galleria. And
Spencer's?
no, at Prince, whatever they made those, they have the big posters.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, the thing that the reason why I remember this so well is because my cousin, so I was 16. None of us had cars then. We had bikes. So they had to carry that mounted Johnny Depp 21 Jump Street poster from Glendale to Highland Park
Oh my
on and taking
gosh.
it on streets because you can't take it on the freeway.
Oh
It was
my
like,
gosh.
oh, I was more touched by that. I was jumping up and down because
Oh.
it's Johnny Depp because it's like a nice picture of Johnny Depp, like a nice picture, a nice. And I'm like, oh my
I think
God. And
I
they're
remember seeing that. Why did I remember
yeah, I
seeing that in
had
your
it. My
room?
mom barely got rid of it, like maybe 10 years ago. She's like,
Wow.
you still want this? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to like let that go. Like, because it was mounted, right? Like it's like you just don't want
Yeah.
to throw it away. So like so that was a memory for me because I'm like, wow, they actually put some thought into it. And they the humiliation of like carrying that poster. And my brother was like, yeah, we had to like take turns carrying it because it's so huge. And we on the bike, like
Oh, that is sweet. That is sweet.
yeah, so that was sweet. My other memory was I think in 2004. I was trying to figure out like the dates, but I think it was 2004. Um, yeah, 2004. Me and Johnny went to Kauai for the first time. It was my birthday, and it was like like one of my top trips I've ever had. It was so relaxing. On like the time up to there, we had to figure out how to get there because my dad decided like that he was mad that we were going to Kauai. I don't know why. Like I was already old already, but he decided he wasn't going to take us to the airport.
Oh my
So we
goodness.
figured it out and just parked our car there. And then we had, dinner. I remember it was a steak dinner, steak and lobster dinner, looking over the water in Kauai. And like
Wow.
my whole family like forgot it was my birthday. But that's how much of a
Oh.
good birthday it was. Like it was like I was hurt because I was like, dude, like you forgot my birthday. Like, how can you forget like your
Wow.
child's birthday? But I was like, they're punishing me. I don't know, whatever. But I'm having like the best time in paradise. So I was
Beautiful.
like, that's gonna be like my top trips. Of course, anytime like we both had like that year karaoke in a room. That was
Yes.
so freaking
Yeah.
fun. Like the time just when we talk about time slipping, like that was like time just we were like
Yes.
it slipped so fast. Like and we had so much
Does.
fun.
It
So
does. And I actually listening to your story reminded me of one that was memorable from high school. So
okay.
yeah, okay. See, so I the old age
Oh,
catch.
it's
I can
jarring.
remember.
Okay,
I can
see?
remember. So
I,
it
okay.
was it was one where it was my birthday, and you go to school, and it well, you don't think that anybody like remembers like your birthday or whatever, but
Right.
I
Yeah, because you're
remember.
like in high school and
Yes, who say they don't, nobody works. But it
yeah,
was
nobody
yeah, nobody worked. What can they get you? But we were
exactly.
we were in the quad or in this wherever we were. And everybody just seemed so calm. They were just sitting there, and I walked up and I'm like, hey, everybody. And everyone's like, hey, all calm. But it was a weird quiet. And then like the moment I sit down or I get close, they like pull me to the ground. Everybody pulls out whipped cream cans and they just start whipped creaming me like to death. Like it was
Oh my
ganging up on me.
god.
And they were shampooing it into my hair and
Oh my
whatnot. Yeah,
gosh.
it was a lot. Someone had a change of clothes for me. Someone
Okay,
had
good. Because I
other
was
things.
fucked.
But it's funny because I didn't wash it out because I didn't know that it smells like sour milk after a while.
Oh my
So I went to class and they were like,
god.
sit here by the window. And they're like, you know what? You should go to the bathroom and rinse that stuff off. So someone helped me because, yeah, I smelled like sour milk like
Oh
the
my
whole time.
god.
But that was fun because we
Yeah.
had a meal. Everybody brought food. We had like a,
Oh,
a, a potluck sort of thing. So it was nice.
see,
It
you
was
had
nice.
friends in high
I
school.
did. I did. I think that's all I had. Like, like I think, thank goodness that I had friends in high school because my home life was not that great. But
Mhm.
school was like the escape that I
That
had from it
yeah,
all.
that's what I think sometimes with my students. Like, you never know what's going on, and
Mhm.
school might be like the place that they feel safe, or the place that they are there more themselves.
Yes.
So it's like you never know what school might mean for people. And I get like during the pandemic, like when not being able to go to school was really harsh on people, on kids. So I totally acknowledge that for sure. So, but at least you had that memory.
I did. Yes, yeah, I remembered it finally. Finally, kind of.
Mhm.
I'm sure there are more, but yeah.
Yeah, there's probably more. Like I'll jar your memory. So like um my 49th birthday, it was just us. I think that was so much fun. Like it was in my mom's front yard, and we had like wine and cheese and whatever charcuterie
Yes.
tray, and like it was just so simple and so like
Those are the best. The
that's what
simple
it
ones
was
are the
fun. Like,
best.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
no like high expectations. Great cake because it was my sister-in-law. Um, Now I'm like obsessed. Like I already like ordered my cake for like this year because I was like, I
Oh.
want I want Kara's cake. But like she has a blueberry cake. So
Oh.
this is the funny thing. So when the end of the day, like we were there at the end of the party, and I was like, usually my sister-in-law packs me cake. And when we got home, like, where's the cake?
Yeah.
And then we didn't get cake. So I was uh on her birthday, on Cara's birthday on Tuesday, I said, you know what? I didn't get any cake. I got like that. And so she's like, don't worry. She's like, I made a cake because Cara was telling me the same thing. I didn't get any cake. She's
Oh.
giving everybody cake except for me. And she's
Oh. Oh, so cute. I love it.
you,
Taurus.
you,
Taurus.
I didn't get any cake. He got a blueberry cake. Oh God, I can still taste
Was
it.
it good? Oh,
It was
I've never had it.
so good. I was like,
Oh my
oh
gosh.
my God, this is gonna like I normally do chocolate, but I was like, no,
Yes.
this cake. Oh my God, my stomach's growling out. It's like vanilla cake and then layers, right? Of
Ooh.
blueberry. Like she has a little bit of blueberry jam or something in between.
Ooh.
Berry juice in the frosting, and like, oh my God. And then yeah, and then my sister-in-law gave me like some leftovers. And so like a week later, like it was Mother's Day. And I was bitching about the refrigerator and how like we don't know what's in it because we have a bunch of
Yeah.
boxes that Johnny's famous for like, I need a box to go. And it's like, for what?
Yes.
So he was cleaning it out and he's like, guess what? And I go, what? He goes, we got cake. Oh my God, thank you. So that's gonna be my birthday cake.
Ooh, I want to try it. I've never tried it.
Yes, yes. So then my last one, I would say my 50 birthday was pretty memorable. It started off in the cabin in the woods that will never be gone to again. Still itching. Still
No,
itching.
Detroit. Aren't you gonna live there? Aren't you gonna live there and
Yeah, we're
talk
gonna
to
like
Johnny
have a
all
ukulele too.
day?
Um, and then of course afterwards when I came back, like there was a surprise birthday. I'm not big on surprises, especially at that day. Like I was like having a day. Like I was going through a lot of turmoil, and like I went to the beach because I wanted to get away. Now, I don't know about you, when I go to the beach, I'm not doing my hair, I'm not putting makeup
Yes.
on, like none of that. So my sister-in-law was like, I was still bitching about whatever I was bitching about. And like she was like, okay, Ate, you need to stop talking about that now. Calm down. Like that. Because and she finally had time. She goes, I kind of invited people over. And I'm like, what? I look like crap. So like me walking in was like, hi. Like I look like keep on taking the pictures. But once I got over like, oh my God, I have no makeup on. I look like I've been out in the sun all day and at the beach. Like got over that and then like enjoyed it thoroughly. Like I was like, this is really nice. Like, it was really, really nice. And like it will
That
be
was
something.
that was a wonderful. Like that was fun.
Yeah,
That was fun.
it was emotional roller coaster that whole day. Like I was like, oh my gosh, but ending on a good note. So yeah. So
Yeah.
I
See, I wish like you always dream about what is like the big birthday is gonna be like, right? I was like, okay, I did. Remember, I wanted to have the white party. I wanted to do it,
Oh, yeah.
at the beach, a beach house. I
Oh,
wanted a DJ. I wanted karaoke. Like, but all those things cost money, right? And it's
yeah.
money that, I could put to going to Vegas, going to like,
That's what it ends up being, like
yeah,
you're
like
like, I want to
hiring,
party, but then I don't, it's a lot of planning
yes, planning
and
money. It's like,
then you're going to be put into a space that's going to be like stressful. Like,
exactly. So, but what ends up happening is nobody in my, like my husband is not a planner. He does not know how to plan. He doesn't do that stuff. And my kids got me that was wonderful. Like the way I spent it was great because,
mm,
my kids gave me their
yeah,
cards, and I
that's
got to
nice.
tour my daughter's college on the day of my birthday because she did have that
Yeah.
that Bruin Day. And
Wow.
so that was nice just to be with her. And the weather was beautiful, right? It was like that
Yes, it was
sunny, it was
perfect.
perfect. It was perfect. And I like to say, either it's acceptance or it's growth, but it's like, I know that I celebrate all the time. Like I always do what I
Yeah,
want. So I don't need a
that's what
special
I
day
say.
to do what I want and to celebrate and have fun. We're gonna go to karaoke one day on a day
And it's
that's not my
always fun.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Like
we're gonna
that's
be
what I
fine.
say. Like I don't need a special occasion to make anything memorable. Like I think anything we do is memorable. Like,
Exactly.
and that's what's a blessing. Like you have people that you can make memories with. Like, you know, like us going to the New Edition concert. Like that was really
Yes.
fun. Like, to because there's only certain people you can share those moments with that really get it.
Exactly.
And that you like you're not dragging somebody with you
Yeah.
like because they don't want to go and no.
Yeah.
It's like no, we went and like it was really fun. And like every single time is always like a memorable. Like at
Yes.
least for me, like I said,
It
I'm
is for
gonna be
me
your
too.
memory. I'm your memory log. Like
You
remember
are because
I
you remember everything I don't. Apparently,
I
I
do.
don't.
Sonny's like, yes, you're like an elephant who never forgets. I'm like, unfortunately, that's a blessing and a curse, but I do remember, I remember the traumatic times and I remember the very joyous occasions. So yeah, I remember that. And that's why I'm excited. Like, I mean, it's just a number and it's really what you make of it at the end of the day, right? Like
It
you could
is.
be like celebrating your 51 at
Yes.
birthday and it's still as special as your 50, like and so turning 50, like I can tell you, like I think it's all about the attitude, right? Because going into that, it does sound like a very big number. Like, I'm
Mm.
not gonna lie, like, whoa, like I'm going out of my 40s, like I'm like middle age, even though I was already considered middle age, but like young people are like, whoa, you're
Yeah.
50, you know what I mean? And I was like that too. It was like, dang, 50, like, my I think at 50, I think I was going off to college or something by the time my parents are 50. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it seems old. But I had a really like you said, like just feeling immense gratitude of just like being able to celebrate with people that are here and that it was my opportunity to just kind of like mark the whole year and actually like everything that happened I felt like well this happened in my 50 year like
Yeah.
and I think that's every year but I think it was just more like amplified so like I had so much growth. I said
Yes.
so much stretch. Um, and I get, like I said, this is not like an opportunity to me to brag, but I think it's
Yes.
an opportunity for you to look forward to a lot of things.
Yes. Yes.
Like there's a lot of things that happen and I won't go through it. But like things that I achieved, things that I was a part of that I felt I belonged to places. I
Mm-hmm.
stretched myself, meeting new people and, practicing, art and my spirituality and connecting with people, like making an intention to like
Yes.
really spend time with people that just make me feel really good.
Yeah.
Like I know we're always gonna have a good time and whether it be talking about serious things or not. And then our other thing was the ukulele jam and the karaoke
Yes.
jams. Like
Yes.
those are really fun. Like we are talking about music. makes you feel good. And I think I did it that intentionally this year,
Mm,
and bringing people together
you
or
did.
not. You know what I mean? Like,
You
it's like,
did.
and not ending. I'm still in my 50th year, but like my niece had a birthday party, and it was nice to like jam with my
Yeah, she played
family,
live music. That was
live
like, wow.
music.
It just reminded those times. It was
Yeah.
nice. It was
I got
nice
I got
to,
like choked up at some point, like, because I realized, yeah, this is life. Like,
yeah.
this used to be, our lives. And it can still be, but in terms of like, my dad was always about the big parties and like the music and the setting of the, and making sure everybody's fed, like,
Yeah.
that was really reminiscent. I felt like he was there. Like, I
Yeah.
felt like he was there. And that was interesting because I was ready to receive that,
Yes.
because I wasn't so angry about things.
Yeah.
So, I
See, we could
haven't.
still do that, right? We could have parties
Yeah.
without it being a special thing, just to
Oh
get
yeah,
together
we
and
just
have
get
food
together.
and play
Exact. I
music
That's
and drink
not
and
a lot of people have that. You have to have an
no.
occasion, because, and usually it's weddings and funerals, but
Yes.
we do it like, hey, like, come by. Like, I think that is what it should be about. Like, we talked about, well, we haven't talked about in this channel, but we talked about, Tata Moshe, and how it was
Yes.
like a thing in our family, like, where people got together, ate, caught up with life, and
Yes.
that kind of faded away as people got older, right? So I think we're kind of continuing that tradition, like, in our own way,
Yeah.
in our own small way.
I
But
agree.
so what are your well, you turned
I
50. So
just
what
turned
are
50,
your
so
intentions of like
I
moving forward? Like,
you
do you
know,
have like
I do
high
like
expectations? But like, I'm just saying, like, what
well,
do
I'm
you have to
definitely
look forward to?
I'm my intention is to clear out things in my life to make room for more joy. That is the number one and biggest
Mm,
thing
I love
for
that.
me, whatever that is, whether it's a people, whether it's things, whether it's a habit, whatever. It's whatever's not serving me, that's
Mhm.
cluttering my life. I'm getting rid of it in order to allow more room for joy. And joy will look like, this new job is a positive step for me in that, it's a hybrid situation. So I get to work from home most of the time and go in. And my hope with that is I want to start taking care physically my body. I want to start making time to work out, going to the gym, going to a class like a dance class or,
Mm.
really that is what I want to do. I do want to get out more in terms of I want to celebrate life more, doing the things, whether it's alone or whether it's with people, because you can't always depend on people to want to
No.
do things with you. And so I want to get out there, and if it's driving around by myself, if it's stopping at the beach, if it's, just sitting out there, enjoying the weather, then that's what I'm going to do. If it's buying a journal, going to a bookstore and just walking through it, just looking at all the little knickknacks, that makes me happy, like looking at pens, looking at, just things. They're not, I do want to travel too, and I plan to do that. Whether or not people want to come with me, that I'm
Mhm.
gonna go. I have
Yes.
my passport. I realize it doesn't expire till 2027. So I'm like,
Oh
yes,
wow.
it's still I can travel. I can travel. I'm gonna make it to Japan. I'll make it there. God damn
Ooh,
it.
I would love to go to Japan. Yeah.
So that would be nice. And my daughter's gonna be turning 21. My son's gonna be graduating. So there's just so much celebration and stuff to be had. And I'm gonna do it and do these things happily and like with both arms like open, just embracing life like I always say I want to do, but I'm doing it. That's my intention
Right.
this year.
Yeah, I mean, I I like, yeah, like I said, I'm like, there's no expectations, but what is exciting is there, like, we are open to the possibilities. And I think having that mindset is like awesome. Like, there's going to be so many blessings that you just got to pay attention. Like, so when you're in those joyous, moments, like, aha, there it is, right? Like, I started like taking pictures just with my phone, or like my friends take pictures of me. I'm like, hey, can I have that picture? Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna add it to my photo album, and I'm gonna like make a book, and then I'm literally gonna make a yearbook for myself.
Aw.
And I know this is corny, but I don't care.
Love
Because
it.
I'm 5'0". I can do whatever I want. I want like people to write like a note in there or something. And so that way I'm like, it was a blessed year, and I'm gonna continue to have blessed years. And I think the whole point is the open to possibilities, whatever that may be. And I
Yeah.
think that's gonna be like I think that is what it is. I think that's going to be the key part. And as I said, I'm so excited for you. And it's
Thank
kind of
you.
like you're clearing out that spiritual attic, and it's like I want to make room to hoard more things, I guess.
Yeah. More things that,
Collect more things that bring you joy.
yeah, right now at who I am in this moment. Maybe who I was at 20, the things that I wanted made me happy, but those same things don't make me happy now, you know.
Yes. And like when people say, well, your age, I say, no, I call that growth and wisdom. So growth and wisdom, and that could be at any age. Like you just learn and you accept. It's not accept meaning like I accept that this is my life, but like accept all the things that are given to you and are were given to you. I think that is a good point to be, because then you are in a point of gratitude, and there's still room for more, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What do you think of this episode? How do you celebrate your birthday? What would you like G and I to talk story about next? Leave us a message or comment on our social media. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please rate us so we can receive more visibility and grow our audience. We would love to hear from you. You can leave a comment on our social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search for the Coconut Connection. Our handles are in the show's notes. Or you can email us at coconutconnection, the number 2 at gmail.com.
All right.
Did
So
you have intentions that you had for this year, G?
my intention was like I'm going to try to remember all of the good memories that my 50th year is going to bring.
Nice.
And I didn't know what it was going to be, but it was right off the bat. Like I was, and I don't know if it's because I was thinking that I actually noticed more good than bad, like, or more good than stressful. Like this whole year has been like, uh, a lot of like, oh, I get to do that. Oh, this happened. Like, I'm so grateful. Like, I think because there was an intention of just like, I'm going to like, it's like my life is going to unfold in front of me, and like, I'm just going to enjoy it. Like, I'm going to enjoy this season, you know, on,
Yes.
on the 50 podcast, like I was like, I'm going to enjoy this season. Like I'm watching my life,
Wow.
and I let myself feel the feelings, like all the feelings, and I didn't apologize for anything. There's a couple of times my husband's like, you need to apologize. I'm like, I'm not apologizing because I'm 50. So I will end this on this note. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And scene. That is the birthday song from here on out. Because that whack one, like that sounds like a funeral.
I love that. It's so
I
happy.
like Stevie Wonder's version. Like the other one, like even like singing to my niece, I'm like, it sounds like she's dying. Happy birthday.
I love that. We got to play that soundbite whenever
We
it's
will
someone's
need
birthday.
I need to learn that on ukulele, and like so that every time we end the happy birthday song, we always end it on a Stevie Wonder song. So all right. So we're gonna wave goodbye. I think
I
it's
know.
going, but let me wave goodbye for like 30 seconds.
It's
Okay.
going to be an interesting year.
Yes, it will
Catch
be.
up with us.
Mhm. All right. You're still talking. Okay.